What is going on YouTube? This is your boy Pad. Today's video, we finally were able to rank #1 for holistic doctor dad list. So let me go ahead and show you the listing for splendorofyouth.com. So here we are right here. As you can see, we are in first place, right? And this was basically our money keyword, right? This is probably one of the more difficult keywords that we were trying to target, and it is probably the most relevant to, that we provide, right? So this is what is going to help us, continue getting in more leads, more phone calls, more contact form submissions by being able to rank organically in this position right here, right? So let me go ahead and show you guys on Ahrefs. So you can see that this keyword had a KD difficulty of 28, a search volume of 200, and then you can see here, #1 result for parent topic. Let me show you the SERPs right quick. So you can see that we are this line in blue. You can see that we slowly got up into the first positions, and then we stayed there pretty much in the same positions, right, for a period of time. And then just recently, we bounced up to first, right? And this could be for, a wide variety of things, right? So SEO isn't really just depending on one or two things, right? It's a combination of hundreds of little things that all come together to push up your search engine rankings, right? So in this video, I kind of want to explain kind of some of the things that we did regarding our SEO, and what are possibly some of the things that could have helped, this jump to the first position most recently, right? And then I kind of want to go through kind of, the plans for the future, because as you know, with SEO, it is continuously, and there's always new keywords that you can go after, right? This is just one of the most important ones that I wanted to get, at the top of the search engines. And now that we have it, we can go on and focus on other keywords that are going to help bring my client even more phone calls and more revenue, right? So kind of made a quick document with some of the things that, pretty much I implemented. And of course, any SEO campaign is going to start with its keyword research. So the keyword research would go before these steps, right? So let's say you already finalized your keyword research. Obviously, the first thing you want to go into is the on-page optimization. And the on-page optimization just means, the URLs, right? You want to have clean URL structures that usually want to include a keyword, right? Next, you have title tags, right? Title tag is just whatever comes up on the search engine, right? So this right here would be a title tag. You can see it has our keyword in the title tag, holistic doctor in Dallas, Texas. And then we have some LSIs, right? Integrative and functional medicine. These are related keywords to holistic medicine, right? So let's go back, and then we have the header tags. So this would be the headers on the actual page. So let me show you real quick. So this would be a header tag. This right here would be a header tag. You can see this is our H1, and we have our keyword in here. Again, another header tag. And then as the things go down, you can see that we are including, different variations of our keywords throughout all of our header tags, right? This is signaling to Google what this page is about, what our website is about, and what we want them to rank us for, right? So make sure that you do include your main keyword in your header 1, and then your header 2, your header 3, and so forth should have LSIs or related keywords, right? Next thing we have on the list is the keyword density. Keyword density just means how many times your keyword is appearing on the actual content, right? On the actual content on the page, how many times is your money keyword appearing? And this is very easy to find out. Usually what you want to do is you want to go on the first, 5 to 10 websites on the first page, and you just want to go in here, and then you just want to do a quick search for, how many times are they mentioning, if any, how many times are they mentioning this keyword in their content, right? This is going to give you a better idea of how many times you need to mention it yourself on your website, right? So what I would do is I would just take each of these websites, add up all the times that the keyword was mentioned, and then average it out, right? And that average is going to give you a good clue of how many times you need to mention it, right? All right, let's go back. And then we have LSI keywords. As I mentioned earlier, LSI keyword is just pretty much a synonym or a related keyword. Google's pretty good on picking up, like the topic of pages nowadays, so they can relate. For an example, they can relate, weight loss with a keto diet, right? They know it's related. And that's pretty much what LSI is. You do want to include, a few of those in your actual content just to help with that relevancy, right? Next, we have outbound links. This is very good method, especially if you're in the medical niche, as we are here. We want to make sure that we're outer linking to reputable sources that Google, can help improve that relevancy of our website, right? If we're linking out to authoritative websites like Healthline, Mayo Clinic, and all these other reputable websites in the medical niche, Google's gonna pick up that, we kind of know what we're talking about, right? We're not just some guy on the street that's, preaching how to cure the coronavirus, right? We're actually doing the thing, right? We're actually providing the service. We have the qualifications, we're certified, and we know what we're talking about, right? That's why it's so important that you, outer link to websites when it makes sense, right? Last thing on page SEO is just topic relevance, right? Now it's not really just about, throwing in keywords in there. It's kind of about building the entire topic of the page, right? Of course, you still want to make sure you're including your keywords in there. But it's really more about, the overall topic nowadays, right? So you do want to make sure you get all these on-page SEO factors down first. Another on-page factor is like alt tags and the file name of an image. I didn't write it down because I thought these were the most important. But if your competition is including alt tags, is naming their file names with keywords, you do want to make sure you go ahead and do that yourself as well. Next thing we have is page crawlability. And this just means that we want to make it easy for Google to crawl our page, to understand what our page is about. And we want to make sure that we're giving them all the information that they need in order to understand what keywords we want to rank for, right? And the first thing under here is, mobile friendly. That's a given, right? Nowadays, you have to have a mobile friendly website or Google's not going to rank you, right? It's simple as that. And if you're using WordPress, they're pretty much all mobile friendly, so you should be good to go. Next thing is site architecture, right? Let me just show you a quick example of site architecture. See if I can find an image here. So, right here we have a good example of kind of what it should look like, right? And this really just makes it easy on Google to be able to crawl your page, right? So let's say you have your home page. This could be like an about us. This could be like services, testimonials or so forth. You just want to make it easy for Google to be able to crawl your pages. So let me go ahead and show you how we did it here. So you can see we have home, about us, services, patient resources, and so forth, right? So we're making it real easy for Google to crawl these pages, right? Let's say if we go here, you can see that in the URL, we have splendidyouth.com/services/holistic medicine, right? Same thing goes with each of these services, right? We have that /services/weight loss status, right? This is going to let Google know exactly what each of these pages are, right? These are each individual services that we can offer. And Google knows exactly what it's talking about, and it makes it much easier for Google to understand that page, since we are mentioning that it is, a service, right? A service that we provide. And same thing goes with all these other pages, right? You just want to make sure you have a nice site architecture to make it real easy for Google to crawl your pages and to clearly understand what your content is about. Let's go back. All right, next we have monthly fresh content, right? So you're simply not going to rank if you're not uploading fresh content on a monthly or weekly basis, right? Especially if you're in a industry like in the medical industry. Very important to be putting out fresh content, talking about the newest things in the industry, you know, health benefits, tips. All this helps build up your credibility. Plus, you can also make, you know, a geo-specific content such as this one, right? We're literally talking about the benefits of hiring a holistic doctor in Dallas, Texas, right? We made a blog with our keywords in it, and you can see that we do this quite a bit in our strategy, right? And telling them exactly what our service is about. Not to mention, the other reason that you want to put out fresh content is because it can bring in a ton of traffic, right? And I'm not talking about local traffic, which is good, but whenever you want to build your authority, you also want to build national traffic, right? You need national traffic so that Google can understand that you're an authority in your niche, right? So let me take a look at our analytics, right? You can see here that we get 578 visitors on a monthly basis, right? And this is a small local clinic, right? A small local clinic is getting nearly 600 visitors from Google on a monthly basis. And let me show you what pages most of this traffic is coming from. So if we go to behavior, site content, let's go to landing pages. I just want to show you why it's so important to be putting out blog content, right? You can see that our first is our homepage, and then we have blog. We translate our blogs into Spanish, so you can see it says artículos as just another blog in Spanish, blog. So all of our pages that are bringing in all this extra traffic are coming from blogs, right? And the reason you want that extra traffic from blogs, that national traffic, that worldwide traffic, is because if someone lands on your website, let's say they came on from this blog, let's say they click on this blog, right? And what's going to happen here is that people are not just going to read this blog, right? Maybe after they read this blog, they go on to the next one, right? And then to the next one. And then if they go on and they start looking through your service pages, they go to your home page, they check out your About Us page, then what they're doing is they're spending more time on your website. They're clicking through your website. They're engaging with your content, and Google takes these metrics in a positive way, that people are interacting with your website. They're liking the content on your website, and they look at you as an authority in your industry, right? So for this example, people are coming through our blogs and they're spending more time on our website, and Google's understanding that we're giving them the content, the information that they're looking for, and they're going to take us as being an authority over our competitors, right? If people are spending more time on our website, if they're coming in through more of our blogs, Google's going to see all those signals, and they're going to understand that more people are spending time on our website rather than our competitors, right? So they're going to rank us higher, and that's why it's so important to have, create national topics, worldwide topics that people can find you from. Very important, guys. Probably one of the top strategies that I've implemented on this website, and which is why it's helped us, get so many clicks, get so many impressions. You can see this is right around where I took on this campaign. You can see it just started growing and growing and growing in impressions and clicks, which is, a great thing you want to see, right? And this is very, very good strategy by creating content that people are searching for, right? Very important. Next, we have local business schema, and you can get this for free if you're using Rank Math. I believe they have a very good local business schema. Just go in there, download Rank Math plugin on WordPress. It's free. Put in your information for your business, and you're going to be good to go, right? Very useful, just to help Google, get a better understanding of your business, your services, and where you're located. The last thing on here is internal linking, right? You want to have an internal linking strategy, and that just means that I would be linking from, for an example, our service pages. This just means that from our service pages, we'd link each of these pages back to our homepage, right? So from our holistic medicine page, we link it back to our homepage. From our functional medicine page, we link it back to our homepage. From weight loss, we link it back to our homepage, right? Sending all this other subtopics, right? Our services that we provide, sending all that relevancy back to our homepage, right? This is going to give our homepage the most authority, right? We're sending all these sub-supporting pages back to our homepage, right? And you can do the same thing with your blogs, right? Let's say you write blogs about the services that you provide, the different, areas that you service. For an example, how much is a holistic doctor, right? We link this back to the homepage, and so forth, right? So if you're talking about, related services, related areas, if you're creating blog content, if you're creating service pages, make sure you link those to each other, or you link them back to your homepage, right? You want to make sure you're passing that relevancy throughout your website. Plus, it makes it very easy for users to, navigate through your website, right? So it's very important that you hyperlink every single page on your website to another page that is relevant, right? Very important, guys. That's pretty much it for the on-page SEO and the page crawlability. Probably one thing that I missed is the technical SEO, and that really just means making sure that your website speed is up to date. So if you want to check out your website speed, just go over to GT metrics, put in your URL and see your page speed, right? Also put in your competitors, whoever's ranking above you, see how fast their website is. And if yours is slower, make sure you get that optimized, right? You want to make sure you're just as fast or faster as your competitors. And the other thing with technical SEO is making sure you don't have any broken 404 pages. If you do, make sure you fix those right away. And duplicate content. That would be probably the other thing regarding technical SEO. Make sure you don't have any duplicate content, and if you do, make sure you get that fixed. And then the last thing is off-page SEO. Now, I know I frequently talk about link building and everyone wants to, build the most powerful links, but in reality, this is not going to be of any use if you don't have these two things on point, right? You want to make sure you have both of these things on point, and then you can move in to your off page, right? So don't start building links if your on page and your page crawlability is not there. It's just not going to work for you. All this takes time. You can't skip a step and expect to get the same kind of results, right? You just can't. That being said, let's talk about some of the off page SEO that I did. First of all, it's a local business, so we build out business citations, right? Make sure you get just general, and then niche specific, and then location specific. So whatever area that you're in, look for those specific citations. So we're in the Dallas area, so I would look for Dallas business listings, right? Dallas business directories. Then we have guest posts. This is just putting an article on a relevant site, right? So I would just look for, see if I can find an example. So if I do holistic medicine guest posts, I don't know if I'll find anything. Maybe not holistic medicine. Let's try right for us. Okay, so you see here, the mindbodyspiritnetwork.com, it says right for us, holistic and alternative health practitioners, right for us, right for us. So these are websites that, we can go in here and contact them so that we can write a guest post for them, right? And in return, we get a backlink from a reputable website, right? Last thing regarding off-page SEO is a press release. I did this during the beginning of the campaign. It's great just to get the ball rolling because you get a ton of no follow backlinks, right? Which is very good when you're in the beginning stage of your SEO campaigns, because you do want to make sure you're building out those no follow backlinks, not just do follow, right? You want to have a good combination of both. So this is pretty much what I did, guys, in order to get us ranking for all these different keywords and, our money keyword, which is Holistic Dr. Dallas, number one. You can see we went up 3 positions. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much what I do whenever I'm targeting a new keyword. Some of the plans that are going to be implemented in the near future is we are going to be going for a new keyword. We're going to be going for functional medicine Dallas. Now we do have a functional medicine page, but it's just a single page. You can see right here. So we are going to build, some sub pages to build this relevancy, right? And this would just be going through our competitors, kind of seeing how their websites are, seeing, you know, how many times are they mentioning functional medicine, kind of what are some topics that we can add on our page. And this is just going to be going more into, you know, some competitive research. And I did dive a little bit deeper into doing some competitive research in the video before this one. So if you haven't checked that one out, make sure you do. But that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you got something out of it, make sure you leave me a thumbs up. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.